Welcome to EasyPhysiology ResearchPro. We're a passionate team of physiologists and researchers, here to make tough concepts incredibly easy. Today's session is all about the cell membrane and transport mechanisms, a topic that underpins everything from nerve signaling to drug action. Let's make this journey memorable, with visuals, real-life correlations, and interactive MCQs. And yes, like, share, comment, and subscribe to support simplified science. The structure of the cell membrane is best explained by the fluid Mosaic model. Think of it as a dynamic sea of phospholipids where proteins float like icebergs. This fluidity allows constant rearrangement and function, key for cellular survival. Here's what makes the membrane tick. Integral proteins span the bilayer, acting as channels and receptors. Peripheral proteins sit on the surface and support signaling. Cholesterol? It keeps everything balanced, not too fluid, not too rigid. And the glycocalyx, a sugary coating, helps cells recognize each other, like biological name tags. Let's check your understanding. Which component primarily contributes to the fluidity of the cell membrane? A. Integral proteins. B. Cholesterol. C. Peripheral proteins. D. Carbohydrates. Drop your answers below. We'll reveal the correct ones after 100 likes and 10 comments. Let's do this together. Here is the brief on the key components of cell membrane. The cell membrane is selectively permeable, flexible, and asymmetrical. This trio of properties allows the cell to control its internal environment, respond to changes, and facilitate communication. It's like a high-tech security system with adaptive software. Transport across membranes is essential. Nutrients in, wastes out, simple, but life-saving. Cells use passive and active strategies to maintain their micro-universe. Here's a snapshot. Passive transport requires no energy. It's effortless, like diffusion or osmosis. Active transport demands ATP, pushing molecules against their gradient. Let's explore each in detail. In simple diffusion, gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide move freely across the membrane. In facilitated diffusion, carrier or channel proteins help glucose or ions pass through. Osmosis? That's just water finding balance, with the help of aquaporins. MCQ time again. Facilitated diffusion differs from simple diffusion in that it A. Requires ATP. B. Moves against the concentration gradient. C. Requires a carrier or channel protein. D. Only occurs in plant cells. Type your answer in the chat. Let's keep this interactive. Here is a schematic depiction of different types of passive transports. Active transport comes in two flavors. Primary active transport directly uses ATP. Classic example? The sodium-potassium pump. Secondary active transport uses pre-built gradients. Think SGLT, where sodium brings glucose along for the ride. Here's your next challenge. Which of the following is an example of secondary active transport? A. Sodium-potassium ATPase. B. Calcium ATPase. C. SGLT. D. H plus K plus ATPase. Post your answer in the comments. And if you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe. Look into the various differences of primary and secondary active transport mechanisms. Cells use endocytosis to bring in materials, phagocytosis for solids like bacteria, pinocytosis for fluids. Receptor-mediated endocytosis targets specific molecules. And to send things out? That's exocytosis, crucial for hormone and neurotransmitter release. Here's a spot check. Which process involves the engulfing of large particles into the cell? A. Pinocytosis. B. Phagocytosis. C. Exocytosis. D. Osmosis. Share your response in the comments section below. Here's the pictorial depiction of vesicle-mediated transports, as discussed before. This isn't just theory, it's clinical gold. In cystic fibrosis, defective CFTR transport leads to thick mucus and respiratory distress. In diabetes mellitus, insulin fails to move blood forward to the membrane, halting glucose uptake. Drug developers even use liposomes to sneak medicines across membranes. Brilliant, right? To wrap up, the membrane is a dynamic mosaic. Transport keeps life in motion. Disruptions in transport equals disease. Understanding these principles lays the foundation for fields like pharmacology, endocrinology, and molecular medicine. Final MCQ. In cystic fibrosis, the defective transport primarily affects which ion? A. Sodium. B. Potassium. C. Chloride. D. Calcium. Let's see who gets it right. Comment your answers. Thank you for learning with us. If you found this video helpful, show us some love. Like it, share it, comment your questions. Answers will come after 100 likes and 10 comments. And subscribe to Easy Physiology and Research Pro for more insightful lessons on physiology, research, and beyond. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired.